How's it going, guys? This is West Coast Reels video podcast, Noonbrer 2.
And podcast episode 10.
Ooh, yeah,
nice.
Pretty crazy, solid.
Double digits, baby.
The dime of the dozen. As you can see, we got some ugly faces here. We got Davin and we got Ross. No hard feelings, just saying. We got ugly faces too, but yeah, so they just came back from Costa Rica.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Like,
it was quite the trip. We figured it's appropriate to talk about it on the show because we spent a lot of time in the outdoors, and it's a very different sphere of, I don't know, biodiversity.
Heck yeah,
Something
man.
like that. We'll talk about, I guess, the differences. I guess some tips for the country, some things you should do.
Yep.
For sure.
I do
some of our
think you guys
recommendations.
did it right, though. Like, renting a vehicle and Airbnb-ing it instead of just
I entirely
like
agree.
way better than right. Just
if you want to go to resorts, go to Mexico. It'll be cheaper. If you want an adventure, spend an extra $200-300, fly to Costa Rica. And I would advise against going to resorts and whatnot. You want to go to Airbnb and you want to get the ones with nature. You want to have like a little chunk of garden or jungle. Like so many mornings, I made a coffee and I went and watched butterflies out in the garden in our backyard, and you see so much. Just
and pick lemons off our lemon tree in the backyard.
no way.
That's crazy.
How juicy were those?
Huh?
Do they taste different?
Oh, they were so much sweeter. They weren't as sour. Not nearly as sour. So
what color
sweet.
were they? Still yellow?
They were yellow. Yeah.
Yeah.
A little smaller, but they were. I didn't know a lemon tree had thorns on it either.
Sort.
They got huge thorns on them.
Oh, I didn't know that actually.
No.
That's cool.
Yeah, the ones around here don't have thorns, but yeah, I guess.
To be honest, I haven't even seen them around here.
There was one in Home Depot.
Oh really?
Yeah, they had orange and lemon trees for sale at one point.
Really?
It's like, oh, that's pretty cool, but.
But yeah, so we had a couple Airbnbs. We stayed in an apartment the first night just to like orientate. Then we went to
in San Jose.
We went to La Fortuna next.
Yeah.
And we stayed in a really nice Airbnb, but it was funny. The wall was just like a fence.
Yeah,
like
it was honestly that fence. That was our wall to the outside.
And so geckos were coming in the night.
Geckos, bugs, cockroaches.
Sick.
Wow.
That
Awesome.
sounds like a pretty
But
luxurious resort.
There was a beautiful creek in the back, and you could watch it, and just like that tiny chunk of wildlife, you'd see so much happen. Ross was chilling in the hammock, and he's close over like, "Yo, come here," and there's like a flock of toucans.
Yeah.
What?
Like 3 toucans.
Two different
Just
varieties
land on the
I counted
tree.
5 in total.
5? Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
because there was 2 of like the smaller
that's right.
subspecies, and then there was 3 of like the ones the classic toucan.
Yep.
So that was pretty early on in the trip. That was a nice way to start. For sure.
Yeah, that was the second day.
The Fruit Loops guy.
Yeah,
Fruit
did
Loops.
you guys see a bowl of Fruit
Sam
Loops
or-
underneath
No.
them or no?
No.
Dang.
Dang.
But I guess we should go back to the start and the nightmare it started with.
Yeah. Let's hear that. Let's hear the trip from the start.
Okay, so it started off with
you and I, me on 4 hours of sleep, you on 3.
yeah. So we both no sleep. We have to drive all the way to Vancouver from our house, which is like an hour and 10 minutes. And then we get to Vancouver, and then we fly to Mexico City. It all went smooth. And then we had an 18-hour layover in Mexico City. That is the worst
been to that
airport.
airport.
Don't go to that airport.
It's the ugliest, like dystopian, falling apart airport. And the worst part is the AC was completely broken.
It was so hot in that thing.
Oh dear.
Oh, it's
So we got
so bad. It's like 40 degrees in the airport all night. No fresh air.
And you slept in the airport.
We did. It was.
Yeah, they were gonna rough it, sleep in the airport like they did in Alberta and stuff, right? Like.
Yeah.
No. I mean, at least the Calgary airport would be a lot nicer.
Yeah.
Oh,
Calgary-
if I was
there's
stuck in
lounge chairs and stuff, and you can sleep on the floor.
Calgary
in the
Airport's
park.
kind of nice, actually.
Oh, I love
Beautiful.
Calgary Airport.
Yeah,
That's
it's a nice
my favorite
airport.
airport.
Best place for Pokemon to go right there.
That's true.
Yeah.
So the airport, like, where'd you guys sleep?
In one of the gates.
Like, was it
on the
dark?
across the benches.
Did they turn lights off?
No, it's
It's an airport.
Yeah, that's what I figured. But like,
There was like other people. There was families sleeping too. There was like a mom and her kids.
Holy
And we just
crap.
sat on we just laid in the chairs the best we could.
It was rough.
Where'd you put your belongings? Did you like
we just
Just
like
under the seat.
Because that happens a lot, like when they get stolen and stuff like that.
I didn't fall asleep hard enough for.
I'm
stuff
sure
to get
at least
stolen.
one of us was awake
Yeah.
carrying while the others was sleeping or
Okay, so
something
you guys
like
kind
that.
of took
It was a terrible
unwillingly
night.
shifts.
Then we slept
Yeah.
on the plane and like all our necks were screwed up, our backs were screwed
Yeah.
up.
My back's still messed up.
We did explore Mexico City a little bit.
Yeah.
We tried to walk to Walmart.
We tried to walk to Walmart. It was too hot. We were carrying all of our luggage. We were targets. There were some
Look at
sketchy
that.
situations we were in.
Look at those guys with all their stuff. That's wrong.
In Mexico City.
Yeah.
And they're white too. They don't know what's going on over here.
So we kind of wandered. We got some street tacos. That was a highlight of Mexico City.
Nobody got sick?
No.
Not till the end of the
Not
trip.
until the end
Not
of the
till the end
trip.
of the trip. That
When
came
there's
later.
street talk, because I remember last year in Mexico, all it was like a Honda CRV or like
There was some guy
a
in a
Toyota
tent.
Sienna
There was just a
minivan,
guy in a tent
or
with
like
like a little
random
wagon.
tents on the side of the road.
And we paid 20 pesos
20
for
pesos
two
for
street tacos.
for two
Dirt
street
cheap.
tacos.
And they were good. They were really good.
That's nothing.
So like $2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like $1.50 for really like good tacos. Really.
Yeah,
that's like
authentic.
$30
Oh, yeah.
in Vancouver.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So anyway, yeah.
This guy's better. Anyways, we didn't spend too much time out in Mexico City. We definitely went back into the airport quick. It was going to get dark.
Yeah, you don't
That's
want to
smart.
be in the Mexico City streets at night.
Not as
And not
like
near the
Canadian.
airport.
Not when you're white. Yeah.
Yeah.
White.
Let's just be
White
honest.
can't speak Spanish.
Yeah, that's just
White
a bad.
can't speak Spanish. Has all his belongings with him.
It's just a bad
Passports,
idea.
everything.
Passport.
That's just asking for it.
Yeah.
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 I'll
That's
tell
what-
you one thing though. When we got to Costa Rica, we got in the airport. It was carpeted. It
Oh.
wasn't just cement. There was pictures of like wildlife. There was AC.
You can actually see a blue sky.
Oh yeah, it took us like over an hour to get through the lines of immigration.
Yeah, in Mexico when we
Mexico.
landed in Mexico.
When we got in Costa Rica, the line was like a lot bigger.
a lot bigger.
It took like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
That's really funny because Cabo, I was in Cabo in February,
Yeah.
and the lineup for customs probably like 300 or 400 people,
Oh, yeah.
crap.
Yeah.
and I was doing like 6 minutes,
Really?
5 or 6 minutes. Like they were just ripping people through.
Because yeah, there was
Like,
probably 200-300
They walk
people
up
in our
like,
line.
"What are you doing? Vacation? Okay, go." Didn't even look at my passport. Like they did not care. And then
Wow.
they had this randomizer. I don't know if they had this where like you walk up and you press a button,
Yeah.
and if it goes red, random check. If it goes green, you just go through without checking anything. And like most people were green.
Yeah.
Let
It
me
just
guess.
randomized
You
it.
guys got red?
No, but someone. It was funny because we were there. I'll get back to you guys the story. We were there. There's this like, I think they're from New York. Super snotty.
Oh no.
They cut in front of us in line, like
From
pushed
Jersey.
behind, in front of our stroller, and like went in line in front of us.
Okay.
So
Just
I'm like,
unnecessarily
whatever, right?
I'm
And
on
they just push the
vacation.
button. They walk up without pushing the button. They start walking past, and so they get yelled at, and then they go back and they push the button and it turns red.
So they skipped you and they took the.
and they were the one who took the red.
Well, how
I would have
much
gotten
you
the
wanna
red.
bet
And they
the
were
guy?
there. It was funny because I went green through and I just looked at them and I was like, they just kept walking past, and I'm outside.
Yeah.
We're all outside. We ordered street tacos outside the Mexican airport in Cabo, and we ate the tacos, and we were still waiting on our bus, and we were on our second beer already, and then they finally came out.
It's always faster when you cut in line.
How much
So-
you want to bet the guy saw them try to skip it and he had
I
like a
wouldn't-
little control on
I
it
wouldn't
that
doubt
made
it,
it go
yeah.
red?
I've
Something
never
like
I've
that.
never been to Mexico or any of these places, so I have no crazy
Well,
Next
experiences.
year.
My only advice is don't go to Mexico City.
Yeah.
So go to-
if you can avoid
and
Mexico
honest-
City Airport, do it.
Yeah. Cabo or Puerto Vallarta.
If you're
Or
going to
Cancun.
Mexico City, land at a different airport and
Yeah.
drive to Mexico City.
Yes.
Don't do direct.
Because the Cabo airport's pretty nice.
I'm sure
It's
it's
got
like a
AC and
very,
everything.
very touristy area.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
isn't it?
the Mexico City Airport had AC on the way back.
It did. Like
Oh,
it
it
was
got
broken.
fixed.
It was just broken.
Got fixed.
Anyway,
Still a
so
depressing.
you leave Mexico.
Yeah.
What was your flight length to Costa Rica from Mexico City?
I think that was like 4 hours.
Yeah, four
I think
and a
it's
half.
like
That's not terrible.
6 hours from Van to Mexico City, and then 4 hours from there.
After the big ass layover.
And the drive.
Yeah,
to
it was like a
Vancouver,
20
Right.
It was like a.
So your travel days like 20, 30.
Wasn't fun.
It was like a
30, yeah.
28-hour day.
Yeah.
Travel.
It wasn't
That's
fun.
crazy.
I'll say that.
No, that sucks.
That's a long.
But if you could have gotten, sorry,
Well, our buddy.
some idiot in
Johnny from Montreal, he gets a direct flight.
Yeah.
5 hours from Montreal to Costa Rica.
Yeah.
Is that because you guys got cheaper flights?
No. His is close. Like, the way it works on the map is he's a lot closer to Costa Rica.
Right, but you
Yeah.
couldn't.
He also got a direct flight.
Was there
We
any
couldn't-
direct flights available
No.
for you
No.
guys?
Maybe
No,
it was
there's no
booked
direct
earlier, but we did book
No,
a
there
couple months in
there never
advance.
is direct
There
flights.
never is?
No.
Okay,
I
so
guess
I just thought you guys
not
were
as
trying
Yeah,
many
next
people
time
are
I'm
going
flying to
Costa Rica.
Montreal, then to Costa
Yeah.
Rica.
If we can.
That's better because Montreal is like nicer than Mexico City.
Yeah.
Rather than you get a little bit more of Canada too, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you don't feel like you're gonna get mugged. Well,
Uh,
French Canadians are pretty messed up.
yeah.
Anyway.
No
like
offense.
originally we were
No
supposed
offense
to have.
anybody, but French people are pretty ignorant.
Walks off camera.
Just walks off camera. He's coming back. Anyway.
But originally we were only supposed to have like an hour, 2-hour layover in Mexico City.
Oh, yeah, they rescheduled it.
Yeah,
oh,
they-
that's so annoying.
Yeah, like 2 weeks before they reschedule it.
Oh,
Then
we
yeah.
canceled a night at the Airbnb, and
yeah.
That's frustrating, actually. Yeah.
so our first thing in Costa Rica, we finally get out. The rental car situation's annoying. They always charge you more than they say.
Always.
But actually, they didn't.
They didn't.
They didn't. It all came off my credit card.
Oh,
So it was
we're
only
good.
Yeah. No, it was good.
I didn't know that. I've heard way too many people complain about that.
No, I know. So
Same
yeah,
thing
we.
happened to us in
But
Mexico.
we still paid like what, $700
for a week.
Yeah.
10 days.
10 days. That's not terrible.
It's not terrible.
It's not terrible.
And
I
we
think-
drove it a lot.
We drove it a lot.
Is that unlimited kilometers?
Yeah. Unlimited kilometers. And
So you got
like,
your
all the
fair
insurance.
share.
Could have given you a Costa Rican dart.
Oh, sorry, man. I had to run away from
I
the
didn't know we
haters.
were gonna have those on the podcast, but I guess that's
Yeah, man. This is outdoors.
No, in total we probably drove at least 24 hours.
Wow.
Sick.
We drove a lot.
Oh,
What
yeah.
you- what kind of car did you
miles
get?
out of that.
What kind of car did you get?
Nissan.
Nissan Kicks.
Oh yeah.
It was like a 2021,
Yeah, they got
2022.
those in Canada though.
Yeah.
They're okay. They're
It was-
a little cramped. Was it cramped?
No, it was. I was never in the back seat.
They're
I was
like a
just
small
driving.
It wasn't
SUV.
cramped.
They're
It was
like
Oh,
a-
you
fine.
were
There
the
was
driver.
three of us.
Yeah.
You were a taxi boy.
Ross is the driver mainly.
I was the only one legally
Oh.
allowed to drive it. Davin drove it once.
You guys aren't even ready for this, though. The most American things we did, one of the first things we did in Costa Rica after we got our rental car. Well, we were hungry and we wanted food fast, so guess where we go?
McDonald's.
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 Yeah,
We
Probably
got-
the worst food.
What-
No,
what-
they-
actually possible.
They had some cool. They had some different menu items. It
They
was
had different menu
meatloaf
items.
burger.
Yeah, meatloaf burgers and then
How was that?
coffee shake.
Coffee shake
It
was
was good. No, their
Coffee shake
burgers
was
were awesome.
really
I do
good.
that.
I love that.
I do that. I get medium vanilla vanilla milkshake, and I get a double espresso, and I mix them together.
Oh, nice.
It's literally the best thing
Yeah,
ever.
that's not a bad idea.
It's so good. It's really expensive. It's like a $5 coffee, but
Yeah.
and there's lots of calories and sugar in it. But I mean, it's so good, especially in the summer. Would be really nice.
I'm gonna try that.
Anyways, in the McDonald's parking lot, we're sitting there around the car, and a full-on gang member starts walking up to us, chains, tattoo. I would only assume he's gang,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
He has a fancy car.
Nice.
And he has a sharpened walking stick that's metal. It's just a spike on the end of it. And this guy
It's a cane, but he like pointed, like
but he's
sharpened
he's
it.
just smiling. And it's like he's like, "Hablas English or Espanol?" Like, no. He's like, "Oh, okay." And he smiles and goes away. Super nice guy.
Perfect.
And then I look over. His car's broken down. He's with his family. So
Oh, okay.
it wasn't a hostile situation.
No, some people
Yeah.
down there just have lots of tattoos.
Yeah.
Didn't get hostile till later. But anyways, we'll
Uh-oh.
get to that. No, really. I'm exaggerating, but.
So, yeah. So then you went to the condo. I guess you're saying, right?
Yeah, after McDonald's, then we went to our Airbnb.
Took a really fat nap. Well, what did you watch? You watched a movie, right?
Oh yeah, I watched the B movie.
B movie. Imagine being in a tropical foreign country. He's like, I'm in the mood for the freaking B movie.
Hey, that movie hits different, I guess, overseas, man. Like,
And it was in a movie.
And it was-
hits different either way.
It's
like-
a screwed up movie.
And
man.
Costa
She
Rica
leaves the
Netflix
guy
has
for a
different
beat.
movies.
Oh yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah, they have Yellowstone on in Costa Rica Netflix.
On the Netflix?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Heck
We should
yeah.
probably get to the wilderness part, outdoor. We'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah, I take a fat nap. We pick up our buddy Johnny.
Yeah,
And it's like, well, it's late night. We need food again. Guess where we go?
Denny's.
Denny's.
oh yeah, you said that picture. Yeah.
Well,
Except it's Denny's American cuisine there.
Yeah.
It's
But
not
it's
just
still
Denny's.
24 hours.
24 hours.
That's like, okay, when we randomly booked that flight to
They
Calgary.
serve alcohol till 3 in the morning too. As long as you order
Do they?
like French fries or something, they'll
Oh, I
keep
didn't know
giving you
that.
alcohol till 3 in the morning.
Holy crap.
I heard that from one of my alcoholic
That's later than the
work
bars.
buddies. Yeah, as long as
One of
you're
your alcoholic work buddies.
yeah, you go there till 3.
But, like, when we
have a nap till
randomly-
9:30, go to the liquor store.
And then you just, yeah.
Yeah.
When we randomly booked that trip to Calgary, just for the heck of it, because it was
Oh, that
super
was
cheap
good.
flights, and we got to the Airbnb, the hotel, and then we just like walked like, what was it, like 4 kilometers to like
to the Denny's.
We were so tired 'cause we were in our
I was
flip flop.
freezing too.
Yeah, we were so cold, and we're like, we didn't even have we just walked through the industrial area all the way to Denny's,
And I filmed a
And it
TikTok
was like
of
a-
you doing the gritty.
and it was
too.
like an hour plus walk.
I did that in
Oh,
California.
that was nuts.
I've had a lot of experiences in Denny's.
Oh, you have. No.
Yeah, Denny's.
Dude, I
We're
remember
getting
they-
off
memories
topic.
are
I
Should
remember
we
we were-
complete the
Because we were a little
trifecta with
tipsy,
Denny's?
right? We were a
Yeah,
little
go
tipsy.
for it.
Were we not a little tipsy?
I don't think we were that
I don't
night.
know.
That was the next
No,
day.
But we were being loud. Or
We were
something.
just so tired.
They put us in the corner of the restaurant. See you way back in the corner.
Russ, do you want to tell the other Denny story before we continue with Costa Rica?
Yeah, hit up
Or
the
should
Denny
I
story.
tell that one?
No, I can't.
Go for it.
So me, Davin, and then 2 of our friends, on like a random Friday night, we were like, let's go to Kelowna. So we drive to Kelowna at like 9:30 p.m. And we get there late, like at 11. It's like a 3-hour drive or something. Yeah, we got there like at 12.
Yeah.
So then we just
Well, we went
were
to a
hungry.
country bar first, had
Oh,
a
yeah, that's
couple
right.
beers. They're
Yeah.
like, oh, where are we going to sleep? We get a hotel. The hotel's connected to a Denny's.
Yeah. So we
Well,
walk
then
in.
obviously.
We walk into Denny's, we order our food, and all that's good. And we check out.
Wait, no. Johnny found a piece in his
No,
milkshake.
cartilage.
Cartilage.
Yeah, okay.
Good old chunk of cartilage in the milkshake.
Oh, what? He was slurping it up, and then he's like, "Oh, what's this?" Takes it out, and it has like a piece of cartilage in a milkshake.
That's not very vegan. Wow.
Oh man, forgot about that. So gross.
You get a free milkshake at least?
No, I didn't bring it up. I just kept chugging it.
Extra cartilage.
You finished it.
Can I get some? Can I get more cartilage in this shake, please?
So it's a little low on cartilage.
Yeah, you're lacking. The last day
The
you gave me
story's not
cartilage.
even over yet. It gets worse.
Okay, continue on.
So we keep eating after that. I like a big had a big bowl of nachos, and then we go to like pay for our meal
Up at the front.
up at the front, and I'm handing the lady my credit card to pay. And then I start shaking my leg.
No. You audibly rip ass. Like, it's not quiet, it's loud. And he's shaking his leg as if he's like shaking Chip Free. And
Like-
the lady's just witnessing it all. And we're just dying in the back.
Oh.
Just like you do at your
So
mom's
you're standing there
house.
just like kind of.
Yo, I'm just shaking my leg out just to ease it out.
It wasn't a little shake to it.
Convulsively having a seizure and farting at the same time.
Oh.
Man, Denny's would be a good time with you guys.
Oh man.
There's one just up the road.
That's a good
No,
one. Let's
I'm
hit
not
it up.
going there. I don't want to go there again.
I've been in that one.
Enough.
It's a good one, isn't it?
Yeah. So much a man
Oh,
can
no.
take.
I loved it.
You're
Did
still
she
young.
say? Did she say anything?
No, she didn't. I mean, she works at Denny's at night. She sees a lot worse stuff than that.
Yeah, that's probably the most common thing she
Right.
saw. That was like warming her up for later on in the night.
Oh man.
All right, keep going with this Costa
Yeah, let's get
Rica.
back.
We'll speed things up a bit here. So yeah, we spend the night there. We leave it early in the morning. And at this point, we've been in 2 days of this crap. The airport,
Yeah.
the car. We're still in San Jose, which, by the way, for the most part, is quite an ugly city.
Yeah, it's not. It's just if you're
you
going
don't
to
go to
Costa
Costa
Rica,
Rica, you don't go to you're
Yeah.
not going there for San Jose.
no, because yeah, you're in San Jose, and we were looking from our apartment. It was just like, oh, it just seemed like I was in Vancouver or something. I'm just
Well,
not a city guy, so I'm not a big fan.
Not
of it.
as
Yeah,
nice.
no, neither am I.
Vancouver's a nice city.
Yeah,
Anyways,
Seems like you're in like Edmonton.
So
Yeah.
we've been dealing
Or
with
like
the rental
Delta.
car.
Hey, Delta's growing on me. Don't tell anybody that. But yeah.
2 days of waiting in line, dealing with airports and rental cars, and we finally make it to the edge of the city. And we get on this highway that goes through the mountains in the center of Costa Rica.
Ooh.
Yeah,
and
like
it's just
through the densest jungle.
thick foliage, thick jungle. I should almost show you guys a video. I guess we'll have to edit this into the video later.
Yeah, he's gonna pull it up, and then David will work
I'll
his
let you
technology
guys,
magic and put it up on the.
I'll show
on
you
the
some pictures
podcast.
throughout it, and then we'll get it on there later. We'll just try to have to remember which or which.
Yeah, that was the best drive I've ever been in.
Yeah.
Oh
That was
yeah,
so
I
beautiful.
forgot to mention some of the hotel we stayed in that night was so weird. Like
Yeah.
Was
this
that the
was
hot pink one? Or-
No, that.
Oh, I saw
Oh,
some
what?
of these pictures.
There's like, yeah,
duck wall.
stuff like that.
like
And
it's a big old gorilla statue.
Show him that neon sign.
the neon sign. that was in the
naked when
lobby.
I get home.
That was in the lobby.
Yeah, that was in the lobby when we were checking in.
Be naked.
Be naked when
it
I
says,
get
yeah, be naked when I get home.
Bright neon sign.
So here is sort of David. You should get back in here.
Yeah, I'm coming back. Oh crap! I forgot my clothes.
Yeah, you try not to show the logo for copyright things, or. Anyway, so that's sort of the gist of it. It's just it's what you
Holy.
see in National Geographic.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, that's a good smile in Ross
Well, in this video, we're joking about building a Walmart there, big old parking lot.
with Denny's.
Yeah. But it's just this thick,
Like,
overhanging
so thick.
foliage, vines.
Like you couldn't probably walk through.
Oh,
if
no.
you-
No,
even if you
no,
wanted.
It
no.
would probably take a good 5 hours to go a kilometer in that jungle.
So yeah,
Wow.
here's just a video of driving through it.
Holy,
And it got more
like,
intense than
the
this.
trees are overhanging so much too.
Yep.
But,
It's,
like,
it's an
still-
amazing place to cruise, and like if you pick the right songs, we played Space Song. That's what it's called by Beach House, and that really hits when driving through the jungle.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta have the good songs. To hit.
Yeah, you sent that video of
The
the
Yellow
jungle,
River?
and I just couldn't
Whoa.
get over how loud that
Yeah.
must have been.
It was so loud, especially like at night. You're on the road and you're looking into the jungle and it's just a wall of noise.
Oh yeah, as soon as it gets dark, everything just starts
Everything.
screaming.
That's crazy.
And like
Yeah.
one night we were listening to Howler Monkeys.
Yeah.
No
Oh,
way.
Oh yeah. I thought it was a dog barking. I'm like, Johnny, and he's going, ooh, ooh. I'm like, Johnny, that sounds like a monkey.
Yeah.
So I look up the video of Howler Monkeys. Oh,
Yeah.
it sounds the exact same.
Oh, that's
And
so
they were
loud.
known to be in that area.
Yeah.
too.
They
That's
were, they
cool.
were. We looked it up in advance.
Yep.
And yeah, when we were driving through there, Johnny saw a monkey. We didn't, unfortunately. We only saw them in a zoo at one point. So
Oh, yeah.
that was like the one animal we were expecting to see that we didn't.
Yeah.
We saw essentially everything else, and I'll bring up photos of that for sure. Here's a toucan. Not the
Oh,
best picture.
Yeah, that was the one that was in our backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the backyard of the Airbnb.
Holy.
Yeah.
So we had a hammock that was right there. We had ducks come and roost up in the tree. I've
Yeah.
never seen ducks roost before.
Yeah,
In a
ducks.
tree. Yeah, that's crazy.
In a tree.
It was very. I saw a
Weirdest thing.
turkey.
Yeah.
At the top of the tree too.
In the wild, turkeys roost.
Yeah,
Like,
I
yeah,
know.
sleep up
But
in-
it was a tall tree. He's at the top of it. I get they fly up and roost, but he had like good flight.
Good, like 20
Anyway,
stories.
this
on
is the
every-
best picture I got of a toucan. So
Holy.
crappy.
They're
but-
actually no, but like crazy yellow belly, and
Yeah.
like they actually look like
Yeah.
the pictures.
Mhm.
Like
Oh
that's
yeah,
crazy.
they were really fun to see. They're very cute too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw them like nibbling at crap and whatnot. Also, Costa Rica, you gotta pay.
His little son's right there.
Yeah, there's a door right there. I can see my littlest. He was asleep, but
Oh, he's up
Just
now.
woke up.
Nice
What a
smoke
cutie.
yeah,
We'll have him on the podcast in a couple years.
yeah.
Yeah, you talk, maybe.
You'll probably see him in a couple shots on Instagram or something. But
Anyway,
I'm
Davin,
just curious in what we're doing.
Yeah. So we spent the night there. Oh, the night there was really cool. We got there. It turns out everything closes at 4 or 5, national park wise.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
And that's because it gets dark at like 5:30.
Yeah,
Keep
5:30.
in mind, it's getting dark at what, 8 here?
Yeah, like it's still light now. It's
And
like
we're an
8:30.
hour in the head in the time zone.
It's a little weird.
But it got dark very early.
Oh, I
so
guess
It's
'cause of
because
all
it's so and it's so close to the equator.
yeah.
So it's like 12 hours a day, 12 hours a night.
Oh,
Always.
okay. So
So
you
it
actually
is-
get the split 12 hours, 12
It's
hours.
kind of annoying.
So we
It
go,
is, yeah, it was quite annoying. I didn't expect that at all.
Did you guys feel jet lag
No.
like at all? Oh, I guess
Jet
you're
not
not.
lag's
jet
not the
lag,
issue,
but-
just tired.
Yeah.
And like sore.
Yeah, because you only do
So-
1 hour difference in time zone.
Yeah. I totally forgot that as soon as you said it. So yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
So that night we decided to go for a night drive. It was
Yeah.
getting night and we just drove down this beautiful path
Mhm.
in the jungle. It was amazing. And then we start seeing little lights in the trees. And a bunch of fireflies come out.
Oh, man.
There's a video here. And
Whoa.
that's the best video I
Crap,
got.
they're bright.
That's bright as crap.
It was my first time like seeing them ever.
That's
like
bright.
you saw them in New Brunswick.
Yeah.
But that's 10 times brighter.
Would you say
than
they were
New
brighter
Brunswick.
in the jungle, Ross?
Maybe a little bit.
Like it was.
Like there were some bright ones.
I
in
would
New
say
Brunswick.
this was accurate, right? To
I
their-
remember in New Brunswick, I just all of a sudden I'm outside and I'm having a smoke and I start seeing the grass start lighting up. I think there might be a little fire, so I go walk out over there, and then there's like, there was one blinking light. Now there's 10. Now there's 20. Now there's 40.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all come
So
on like
instantly
dust,
I go
right?
and try and find a butterfly net and catch a bunch of them and bring them inside. I'm like, there's fireflies here. I'd never seen those before. I thought they
that was
were
the first time
a
I saw
myth.
them, too.
And I was like, holy crap, fireflies are real. Those things are sweet,
They're
man.
beautiful.
And they're
like,
so bright.
You don't fit in with the rest of nature.
No.
Either. Like, what else do you see that just like on land?
Glows.
That
like,
glows.
all of a
like
sudden
that,
it has
right?
bioluminescence in their body that just, creates a light.
You know what's funny is like I wonder what in Canada do people in other parts of the world are like, oh my goodness, I wish I could see one of those.
Raccoons, apparently.
Yeah. No,
Bear,
like-
I think bears.
No,
Like
even,
bears,
even in
exactly.
Alberta.
Moose is a
Moose,
big one.
yeah.
We have friends in Alberta, and
Beavers.
they say
Yeah.
that raccoons to them are just like cute little storybook creatures. Meanwhile, I have one in that tree over there, and I'm trying to peg it with a pellet gun.
Well, we
We went to a zoo.
Yeah, we went to the zoo, and they have a raccoon exhibit. There was a raccoon there. Like, it was just so weird.
People were
It's
sitting
like-
there
Just go to the
"What
office.
is
Say, hey, you got some raccoons in your exhibit. They got in
Yeah,
there.
you get rid of them for you.
Got pest control. That's
Yeah,
great.
if you want a wildlife view in Costa Rica, you gotta hike the jungle. Here, you just wander the suburbs at night.
Yeah.
Literally,
Honestly.
rats and raccoons and possums and any
Oh, and
other.
bears too. Like we
Yeah.
get bears in our backyard.
Oh, we
yeah.
were in Maple Ridge for work, dropped off a feed bin, and we're driving home, and 2 minutes from the brewery that we were dropping this bin off, bear just pops out onto the road. There's people walking on the sidewalk, and there's just a little bear cub just running.
Holy.
We're like, holy, someone's gonna get hurt here, because everyone's 20 feet away taking a video.
Oh.
Even though bears can slice your face like a soda can, like it's crazy.
Yeah, people are bold around bears. It's surprising.
And,
Oh,
mo-
dumb.
and moose too.
Well, they think
like-
they're cuddly and soft.
Same with moose, right?
Yeah.
They think, oh, they're just a big, gentle creature.
Yeah.
And
Moose
then-
are on like
and then they
the
get
top 10
stomped
most
on.
dangerous
Yeah.
animals in Canada.
Because
list.
first off, their legs are like 5 feet tall.
Yeah.
So they crush anything they kick, and they're dangerous, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that was this is on your second night now? Or?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's our second night in Costa Rica. We're not going to count the airport night.
Yeah.
Yeah, this place is great. We get to chill in the hammock, and everything's humid.
Yeah, it was
Like
so
everything's warm. It's always.
It's like you're in a
warm.
constant greenhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't get away from it.
Like the Blowdog Conservatory.
Yeah,
Oh,
honestly.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
It was
smells
exactly
the
like
same
that.
too.
It was warm like that.
Yeah.
and
For
wet.
anyone who hasn't been to the Blowdog Conservatory, it's a biodome in Vancouver, and it's just like
It's
a
pretty
little,
sweet.
It's sweet. They got parrots. They got like the jungle foliage in there, and it's like you want to experience a little taste of Costa Rica. That's where you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool in there.
It's cool, but once you see Costa Rica,
It's kind of
it's
like
not-
a
Yeah.
little
Well,
piece of
even
a pie.
even as an adult, like when I 5 years ago, I went on like second date with Chloe. I took her there,
yeah.
and she like didn't like it, but I thought it was cool. But still, like looking at it, doesn't have that same wonder.
Well,
like,
it's like
it does
it's
as
not
a
even,
child, right? When
it's
you were
not
like
that big.
8,
Like it looks bigger
Going to
outside
there?
than it does inside.
Yeah.
Well, it was bigger as a kid.
Yeah.
Like I remember, like I almost got lost in there, but it's like it's kind of like a loop around and it splits at one point for a bit. But
Yeah.
definitely a good place. Check it out if you're in the area.
worth it.
Here's the geckos. There's 2 of them in our house.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, you
heck
can
yeah,
see the
dude.
you can see the
The wall, right?
Yeah, that
that's
was a wall.
crazy.
Literally lattice
Yeah.
as the wall.
Yeah.
Mhm. So lizards, geckos, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
I'd say they're like one of the most common things out there.
What about iguanas? You see?
Yeah,
we saw a lot of.
We saw a lot of
Yeah.
iguanas towards the end. Like first half of the trip, we saw one.
And
And it was
dead.
dead on the road, and he accidentally runs over it. And it was
Make
already
sure it's-
dead. It
make
was
sure it's
already
dead.
dead.
Ran over its tail.
As Hawaii, there's a lot of little lizards everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, same with
All yours-
California. We were always catching them, and then we bring them to the
Well, it's just
cafeteria.
lizards are so rare here.
And
I've
you
seen them
flip
like
them over
a couple
and then they
times
get
in the
docile.
wild in BC. We don't have a lot of species.
But yeah.
So the next day, and this comes the next day. We get up bright and early. Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
That is
He's
one-
making faces on the.
On the
On the
glass.
glass.
Oh, he's licking the glass, dude.
Yeah, I have to watch that all the time.
What a cutie.
Yeah, he's got a little mullet.
Anyway, kind of funny. We
These
get up-
guys can't see it, so we're losing them.
We get up nice and early. Now we kind of have to because all the national parks close at 4.
Yeah.
So we're in La Fortuna. That's a great place. It's in the valley of a volcano.
Yeah. It's very safe.
Well, I'll get pictures of that in a
Very
bit.
touristy. There's a lot of tourist things there. But
Yeah.
it's good. Good
And
place.
if you're gonna buy souvenirs, that's the place to do it
Yeah.
too, because they have better. A lot of it's handcrafted. A lot of it's like butterflies and frames. Do you have that one on you still? Or did you
Oh, I
that
put
away?
it in the house.
No,
But
doesn't matter.
I'll
Yeah, it doesn't matter. So first place we went to was this waterfall.
Oh yeah, that waterfall. Was
Oh
amazing.
man.
It was beautiful. It was actually kind of cold. Here's the video, and we all swam in the bottom there. You got
How
all
cold
those like
was the
mystical
water?
vines hanging.
It was
It wasn't crazy cold.
Cusp cold?
No,
like
no.
Cultus Lake in the summer.
Cultus
Oh,
Lake.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, so
Like it was
pee.
Was there like a lot of people swimming or no?
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
crowded location. We ended up going to waterfalls later on the trip. Smaller, but it was like just us.
because that was
Oh,
an
see,
actual
that's-
tourist spot.
That was
Yeah.
You had to pay-
that costed us a pretty penny.
It was like 10,000 colones, which is
Which
like
is like
it was like maybe $15 American.
15?
Oh, okay.
That's not
Or
terrible.
16.
It's not
American.
terrible, but when you're
But
hitting
for-
like 3 or 4 of these places a day, it adds up.
Yeah.
You
And
wanna
we're visiting
go-
a waterfall, like that's kind of.
You want to
Yeah.
go in the wilderness there to a national park, you're gonna have to pay.
That's
Yeah.
what Mexico
90% of
too.
the time.
But I don't know. In Mexico, you could. So we found this out when you buy the national parks there.
Yeah.
If you buy a wrist, you gotta get a wristband. They all have wristbands.
Yep.
You buy them, and they're not much. I think it was like $8 a person or something.
Yeah.
And I found out later, and I went to 3 national parks and I paid each time.
Oh no.
They're
You're
good.
Universal.
They're good for a month.
For a month.
Once you buy it, you can use it for like a month. I think it's a month or a week. I can't remember now. Don't quote me on that. But they're good for a while.
Yeah.
And like I just remember
Way
saying,
more
I
than
could have
you
used the
need to.
same one, the whole trip.
Mm.
So that
Well,
was frustrating.
That's
But
not the
now
case
you know
with
for
Costa
next
Rica.
time.
it's not okay.
Like
But-
this national park we went to 2 different spots in it, and we could use the same pass.
Okay.
But
I
like,
think if you had any ticket with a national park, like that ticket, I think it's good for the day.
okay. Yeah, I don't
I
know
don't
that,
think
that
so.
other one though. We had to like
Yeah.
reserve a
book it
time
online.
slot and do it online. Like everything else was in person.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, you're gonna get nickel and dime for sure. Like there's tolls everywhere too.
Yeah.
It gets quite annoying. Like when we're going to the Pacific coast, we got hit with like 7 tolls. We make a wrong turn and we have to go back through a toll and
Oh.
pay it again.
Oh, that's so annoying.
It was very.
And it's like
annoying.
one toll is like $1, and then another toll is $2, and then one toll is all of a sudden like $8.
Oh wow.
It's weird, yeah.
It's,
So
yeah.
they just whatever they want to charge.
It's
Some
pretty
tolls
much.
are like dirt cheap. Some are
per
like
carload.
Yeah.
way too
It's
expensive.
for one car.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
one
for one
car.
Okay.
And keep them on like a truck and whatnot. It's going to
Yeah.
be a lot
Same
more.
same as in Mexico, but there's ways around it. If you Google, if you just put
Go Costa Rica sly with that, dude. I'm like, you try to get around it, they'll have like one singular booth on the pull out and stuff.
Yeah, on the-
sly.
Are they actually?
Yeah.
No, they want their money.
That's funny.
Well, either
Because
that
Mexico,
or
you
you
just
get
take the
caught.
side roads, but then it's slower because you
Yeah.
hit lights and stuff. But they don't care.
Well,
So to go fast to use the highways in Cabo anyway, is you have to use tolls,
Hmm.
and they're like a lot, like $20.
Oh wow. Yeah, these weren't
Yeah,
that
they
expensive.
weren't that expensive, luckily.
I think the most expensive one was maybe $8 or something.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I would say the waterfall's worth it. It was nice.
Oh, yeah.
It was a nice way to start the
it
day.
looks beautiful.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
It looks like something you would actually see on like a travel agency photo.
Yep.
Right.
Oh,
Oh,
for
yeah,
sure.
it definitely was.
That was one of the bigger touristy ones in La Fortuna. Like that's one of the waterfalls that place is known for.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty much that waterfall and then that big volcano.
Yeah, we went to 3 spots that day. So the next one we did a hike that kind of goes around the outskirts of the volcano. You're only allowed so close to it, believe it or not.
Okay.
And it was a massive volcano. Like, I'll bring the pictures for that as well, actually.
Like it was the same height, or it was a little shorter than Sham.
It looks bigger.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But it's not.
It looks a lot bigger because like it's
Right.
so perfect.
It's
Yeah, like
one of those
perfect.
picture-perfect
Oh,
volcanoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So there's no side mountain. It's just a straight
Straight
volcano.
V.
Something
It's like
you'd
Mount
make in-
Fuji.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something you'd make
Whatever.
in grade 8 science experiment
Yeah.
thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exact like that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get all these photos put up in the video.
We
for you
will,
guys
we will,
to
which
see.
is why I try to describe them a little bit,
Yeah.
so I can remember when we edit it.
Yeah.
For sure. But that trail, so we did that trail. That was a lot of fun. Really beautiful. We saw a lot of creatures on that. That's when we started seeing all sorts of butterflies, lizards, and
Oh, so we almost got bit by a snake.
yeah.
What?
Ross steps over and keeps walking. I'm like, Ross. And like, actually, I was a little louder than that.
Yeah,
And like this, he
freaked
nearly
us out.
stepped on this snake, and it was a long green one. So it's like it was bright colors. Now, from what I was able to research, it turns out it was most likely non-venomous. But it's like, you can't know.
Yeah,
You can
know.
never
But
know.
you don't really want to
You
get
see
bit
this-
by a snake in a country you've never been in. And then
No,
all of a sudden
no.
now you're 5 weeks in the hospital getting anti-venom.
Yeah, exactly. But here's a
Tweaking
couple
out.
shots from that
Is
location.
this the
Oh, wow.
the trail that you went live on?
No, that was
No.
later that day. That trail was nice too, though. But yeah, the
Holy.
foliage is just insane.
Yeah,
And,
like you guys don't even know how thick these jungle pictures are. They're crazy.
They will. They will
compared
pull them
to
up. We'll pull them up.
compared to here, it's I would say two
Well,
or
the
three times more dense.
biodiversity is what hits you because
Mhm.
everything's different. You see in the distance a massive like red flower,
Yeah.
all stuff like
Oh,
that all
really?
over the place.
Yeah.
I have pictures of that too.
Yeah,
of
just like the
course.
random jungle flowers and like all of There's
And then
so many
every
things.
couple minutes you're gonna see something new, a new type of lizard, a new type of butterfly.
That's
At one
crazy.
point, we get stopped, we look on the ground, and we see this trail of leafcutter ants. I'll bring them up.
Yeah, just like a constant line.
Constant
And they're
line.
all carrying like
Yep.
bits of leaves,
Uh-huh.
just like in life.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the snake, by the way. If you can see him, he blends in so well.
Oh wow.
But like, yeah, his color's the
So
exact
bright.
same
Yeah,
as
definitely
foliage.
camouflages onto that jungle floor.
Oh yeah.
Like exactly as bright as the leaves.
Yep.
I gotta find those leafcutter photos. I don't know where they went. Oh, here. So check them out.
Oh wow.
They carved like a perfect path through the foliage, and they're all just working away.
Yeah, they make an actual like trail, like
a
that
perfect
line.
trail. It's
It's
all
all
going in a
from them.
line.
Dude, you just start tap dancing. Just kidding. That's
Wrecking their whole
I
life.
wouldn't want to. They put so much work into
Well, and
it.
look how
Like,
big those chunks of leaves
Look
are
how clear
too.
the trail is too.
Yeah, it looks almost like a little stream.
It's
went
just one of
through.
those things you see in National Geographic, right?
Yeah, you watch the BBC Life or Planet Earth or whatever, and you're like, "Whoa, really? That's something that happens?" And
Yeah.
then all of a sudden,
Random stuff like that all over
oh
the
wow,
place.
it's like a random jungle octopus.
Yeah, something like that, buddy.
that's pretty cool though.
Yeah, so that was a lot of cool. We went wandering around this bed for a while looking for crocodiles. This is where I felt like Cloak's like heat stroke almost, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that was.
That was a rough one. We got really overheated on that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a long trail to get there, and then it was.
And it was humid and hot. And
Yeah.
Actually, I think that was when that was a different trail. That was the third trail when we got to the lake. But did we see anything on that trail that was like special? Or just like little things?
Oh, to show that lake.
Yeah.
There was that anteater thing,
Oh, yeah. Here, I actually got that too. Right here.
or it looked like a lemur, but
it looks like a lemur and an anteater. I think it was called like a kawaii or something like that.
No, okay.
Oh yeah.
That's
Watch
cool.
it. Here he comes out.
Yeah, he walks right across the
What
trail.
the heck? And like you're just walking down a trail and that thing's just chilling.
Oh yeah.
Like so used to people, or is this more of a less touristy?
It seemed a little
Yeah,
less.
less touristy for sure.
Holy!
That's a cool little animal.
You guys could. That's like
Oh, it was like
A mix
3
of-
feet from us.
yeah, like that's a
They're
mix
not
of a
shy.
lemur and a
They're
raccoon
not
and
shy.
a
Yeah, it's got a raccoon tail and like a
Yeah.
lemur body and an anteater head.
yeah.
So yeah, so
That's
that
pretty
night, me and Johnny wandered down to the creek, back at the Airbnb, and we just kind of sit there and we just see like weird things, just like it was one tiny little spot, and I look on this rock and check out the size of that spider.
Holy. That's
Now
like a
it's
dinner
hard
plate.
to see in the photo how big he is, but he's about that big.
Yeah, like
That's-
yeah.
That's
There was a
no
spider I
thank
saw. I
you
didn't
to
get a
me.
picture of him, but his body was this round in diameter. His legs was like this thick. The spiders out there are just
Huge.
horrifyingly massive. So we're looking at this, and Johnny moves a bit, and it's like, oh, there's a giant toad chilling right beside us. He's massive. He's like this, I'd say.
Oh wow.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Something like that. They do that.
Yeah, they were like
I
a
love
little
this.
bigger than the toads in the costume.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Just,
I mean,
and
it
like
was a-
same colors.
Yeah.
Though. Yeah.
And like we might have something like that here too.
That's
Man.
crazy though.
Like these pictures are phenomenal. We're definitely gonna have to put those up.
Yeah, those will be up there.
Yeah. Yeah, those are. So like, favorite animal that you guys saw.
We haven't gotten to the good ones.
Okay,
yet,
well
though.
then keep going.
We can skip ahead, but
Keep
what was the
going.
next
I'm
day? 'Cause we
intrigued.
Yeah,
went
let's keep
on the
going on
hikes
that
and
story a
whatnot,
bit.
and then we went to the Caribbean coast next.
Yeah, then we drove from La Fortuna to Limon, just a little past Limon. It's like Manzanillo.
It was like
No,
it was
yeah.
between Manzanillo and Limon. It was Porta something. I don't even know.
Yeah, Porta.
But the beaches
yeah.
there were phenomenal.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like classic palm trees and whatnot. And the first beach we go to, it's completely black sand.
Black
Dark
sand.
black back, and it's like really fine.
and
Yeah.
it's magnetic.
It's all magnetic sand, the whole thing. I thought it was just like some
Is there
volcanic
gold
sand.
there then? Because like gold usually sticks with
I don't know.
magnetic sand, right?
That's crazy.
But like, yeah, Davin, you dropped your AirPods or something.
No, like, well, there's sand falling out into my backpack,
Yeah.
and I pick it up. It's like, oh, my AirPod case has this sand. It's magnetic, and then we tested it out with
Yeah.
the bag of sand I had. And
And then-
this
yeah.
is all magnetic sand.
Did you bring any back?
I tried to.
Damn,
I
tried.
collected 4 different types of sand.
Yeah.
They
From-
took it away from me at the airport.
Oh,
Prohibited.
of course.
I don't know why.
Secret. It's a secret.
Yeah.
Well, they were all contrast in color too. I really liked it. Like I
Well,
had
no, but it's
orange,
probably
gray.
like yeah, you can't.
Well, it's like a biohazard or
People
something.
were
Oh,
mad.
But I
what
think
if-
if you had a check bag, I think you would have.
Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
check lock bag.
But yeah, we hung up there at night,
Oh wow.
and that's the ocean there is phenomenal to swim in because it's
Yeah.
warm.
So
it's
warm.
So is the air. You don't get cold swimming. You can be there at night and you won't get
oh,
cold
like
swimming.
there's no difference from going in the water.
No,
and
really.
out of the
That's
water.
amazing.
Well, but
Wow.
it's at the same point. You're not feeling overheated though either. You
You're
feel
feeling
cooled down
refreshed.
enough
Yeah.
where you're not sweating, you're not
Yeah.
hot, but you're also just comfortably swimming. So you
Well,
can
and then
swim
yeah,
for a
with
lot
the
longer.
humidity, then it really doesn't chill you to the bone like here.
Yeah, there's all that black sand, and the waves they got huge at night.
Yeah.
We got surprised a couple times. We turn around. Oh crap!
Yeah.
It's just this massive wave.
Yeah, sometimes you're just getting bombed by waves. Like
Yeah, and we're getting
there's no
slapped back and forth.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
But yeah, we went swimming one night, like for like 2 hours at night, like pitch black.
Oh yeah,
we were all skinny dipping.
we're skinny dipping. That's an experience right
Yeah,
there.
That was awesome.
Oh, yeah,
Next
I had
thing,
a couple
next thing you know,
beers.
you have one of those fish that swims up the urethra. And
Oh, that'd be a nightmare.
That's all barbed, and you gotta get it all cut open. And, ooh.
You got a couple beers?
Yeah,
Like
well,
local?
I
Or local beers?
oh
or-
yeah, Imperial. They all love their Imperial beer out there.
Yeah, their brand is Imperial.
You see it everywhere. Oh, and funny enough, like we start seeing the Petro Canada logo. Like they have
Yeah.
that down here.
They have like Petro Canada lubricant, like gas stations everywhere.
Wow.
What the heck?
Yeah, it's so weird.
Do the petrol points work
Petro
down there too?
Canada?
then?
I don't know.
Like it's not an actual gas station, but like
It's
they
just
they
their
just
pet-
sell
their,
like their
oil
lubricants and
products
like
or
oils.
something.
That's
Yeah.
so weird.
Yeah, it's like Petro Canada.
Drake and
I
Chester.
feel like, yeah.
Yeah, I'll take. Davin brought some Costa Rican.
Oh, you
cig-
know I brought a lot of coffee too.
Cigarettes. Oh, and coffee too.
Yeah.
How's the coffee there?
I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Better
I-
than Folgers?
Yeah, it's better than Folgers.
What about an espresso? Better than an espresso?
I don't think I've had an espresso.
You gotta fire one up.
You got an espresso?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Oh, sweet.
We got all sorts of pods. We got iced coffee, regular coffee, double espresso. Hey. Oh yeah.
But yeah, the stuff there, the coffee, that's something I've always wanted to try.
I'll let you try it. I brought back
Yeah, I'd love
plenty.
And the chocolate there, oh, so good.
Yeah, we definitely had some CBD chocolate.
Yeah, yeah. They just have like CBD chocolate in the grocery store.
What?
They have a grocery store called Super Negro.
Wow.
So we went to Super Negro a couple times. We got
It was a nice grocery
CBD.
store though. It's like there was this one, and you come out, there's just a massive lush jungle right across from the grocery store. It's like, this is phenomenal.
Wow.
So
That's
yeah,
crazy.
that was that night. It was travel. Then we got to the Manzanillo area, and we went swimming.
Yeah.
Next day we went to a waterfall.
Oh yeah.
Another one. This one was nice. It was on some
More
guy's
private.
property. He charged just like what, 2,000 colones.
Yeah, I think 1,000 colones each.
Yeah. It wasn't that much.
It wasn't expensive. But it's just this guy's property, like he just
Yeah.
like
Well,
people.
he
yeah.
just
Like there's
the
signs for it.
Vancouver guys who pay to park on their lawn.
Yeah, for like
kind
the
of
peony
thing.
kind of.
Yeah. Well, it was a lot better than
I'll
that.
let you go down.
Yeah.
So there's like the flag, there's the viewpoint, and we go swimming in this place.
Yeah, and I got a good deal.
And I'll show you what the waterfall looked like. There was one other person, two other people there.
Oh, that's amazing.
So it's just in the lush jungle.
Okay.
It's a lot smaller of a fall for sure.
Okay.
Again, we'll have these videos up for you guys here.
I'm gonna send you a video. Okay?
Yeah, we'll get Davin to send them to David or
We'll probably work together and edit it.
yeah.
Yeah.
These guys know how to edit very well together.
The water was definitely warmer here too, not as cold as the first waterfall, so it was pretty easy to swim around.
And there was poison dart frogs.
Yeah, well
around
here's a
there, too.
butterfly. It's a little orange, yellow one there.
Oh, it's
It's
beautiful.
hard to
That's
get
good
shots of
stuff.
butterflies. Hold on, where's my dart frog photos? Yeah, so was it you who saw him first?
Oh wow.
So this is probably what.
No, you saw these ones first. I
It
saw
wasn't
the
me,
other
it was
ones.
Johnny then.
Oh, okay.
This is probably what halfway through the trip.
So,
then?
yeah.
We're looking at now. What halfway through?
No, not quite. We're getting
Maybe
3 or 4 days.
yeah, day 3, day
4, I
day
think.
3 or 4.
San Jose.
Yeah, I think day 4.
Yeah, so we see these guys, and I look them up. Yeah, I believe they're called strawberry poison dart frogs, and they're everywhere. It's like, oh, those are everywhere on the side. No warning signs. Could have
Yeah.
killed us, you know.
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
but that was worth it, I'd say. I think it was that same day. Yeah, we went up all the way up to the edge of where the road ends, at Manzanillo.
Yeah,
And
to the national park.
national park there, beautiful national park. Closes at 3, which was
Really?
even sillier.
Yeah. Yeah, they just close in like the middle of the day.
Is that more like maybe because of the animals like that come out at night?
It
More-
could be.
more
You're
than
not
it's
supposed
dark?
to be in those locations at night for a lot of reasons, right? Because people would jump tourists for sure.
Well, no, but like
oh, yeah.
in
And
certain
if you're drunk
parks,
there, they search us for alcohol on the way in, and if you get drunk and you fall down into the bushes, that's your death, right? Something's
Yeah.
gonna bite you.
I guess.
But 3
yeah.
o'clock still seems a bit early.
It does.
Like 4:35 makes sense.
But if it gets dark, 3 o'clock, you get out of there. 2 hours for them to clean up all the tourist stuff,
Well, yeah, I'm sure there's people searching for people.
right? And
Yeah.
then yeah, like what if 7 people go missing that day? Then
Holy.
you know you got to have everyone counted for before the day ends, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
So
Anyway, the beaches there, that's like the stuff you see on like Windows
Windows background.
backgrounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Orange sand, palm trees. It's off a reef, so all the reef debris are washing up. Huge chunks of coral. That's a creek on the way in.
Oh,
It's pretty
wow.
cool.
did you guys see any? Since this is a fishing podcast, did you guys see
we did
any
see fish,
like
we
fish
couple
jumping
tropical
and-
fish.
Oh,
We
yeah.
saw
striped
some
ones.
eels.
We saw some like really
like
cool
moray
eels.
eels
They
or
were
Yeah,
not-
they were a type of moray eel,
yeah, okay.
but it was
they weren't
black with like yellow lightning on it.
stripes.
You guys threw your batteries in there to charge them up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys shake hands?
No, so here's like the reef debris. You can see all
Oh,
sorts
yeah.
of like
Oh,
coral
man.
chunks. Like look
Dude,
at that.
that's right up your alley because you're all about.
Oh, you can't bring
like,
shells out of the country though. I
No,
know.
I know, but like just
Tried?
to see it,
Well, I looked it up.
to just to see it
Just
for
to
you
see it
because
was-
you love being on the ocean.
It's a beachcomber stream,
yeah,
dude.
right. Like you love beachcombing and looking for driftwood and shells and stuff. But
So yeah,
I
there's.
mean, I
like-
think you guys will make this a permanent thing that you guys do, just as a guys thing to get away.
Yeah, I could definitely go to Costa Rica a couple more times.
Like, was it
I'll come
reasonably
next time.
priced to go?
It was
To get
definitely
there was-
reasonably.
No, like out of 5 stars, 5 stars being like Bora Bora and the private places. Would you
a
say
BC road trip's gonna cost you more. That's what I would say.
a BC road trip would?
I think so.
well,
okay.
our tickets,
Yeah,
our
but have you
flight
seen-
tickets round trip were $700 each
Well, that's not bad.
for round trip. There
Wow.
and back.
Yeah. Then we paid $700 3-way split for
For for the rental.
for the rental car, and I don't remember what
The Airbnbs averaged like
average
100 a
130
night.
night. 100, 130, somewhere.
somewhere like 90, 80, and then
Yeah.
somewhere maybe like.
And like I
150.
said earlier, pay the extra, get a one with a garden that's in the jungle,
Yeah.
something like that.
Well, because my landlord,
Yeah.
his fiance is her sister lives in Costa Rica.
Mm-hmm. I've actually talked to him about that.
Yeah, and she has a place that she rents out to people to come. Like whenever her sister comes over, that's
Yeah.
where she stays.
Yeah.
So, you know, me and my wife were thinking of going on a vacation. So
Where in Costa Rica is that place?
I would have to ask him again exactly the location of it, but you know, it's always nice to know. Like she is next to the jungle, and
Yep.
she's next to where all the hallucinogen spiritual
Oh yeah,
stuff
we were
is.
definitely offered magic mushrooms a couple times.
Yeah,
by
Yeah,
locals.
like it's definitely like I know like here marijuana is legal, but out there apparently it's very like spat upon and like they don't like it as much as
It depends where you go.
Depends
Yeah.
where you go. In the tourist count, we like, you want to buy weed? Do you want to buy weed? It kept happening. One guy
You want a
goes,
magic mushroom? It only takes one.
Yeah, he's, you boys want a magic mushroom? Oh, it takes one. And then,
Wow. They're all
another
about that, like
guy-
ayahuasca, and they have the bufo, which is like a frog poison, and like, yeah, like it's a big ritual there. You're in like a sanctuary, and everyone's like together, and
Well, I'm
Yeah.
sure it's freaking trippy in the
Yeah.
jungle with
Oh,
the
yeah.
That'll be.
fireflies. Oh man, that'd be something.
Yeah,
but the
my
guy
landlord-
offers us, is like weed, beer, women. It's like
You got it all.
Women.
he had it all. No,
He
no.
had it all.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
we obviously skipped all that.
Yeah, we didn't do.
yeah.
We were
these-
good with
these
an
guys
imperial
aren't into
beer,
that. They're
too.
into more of the jungle.
Yeah.
And-
we were going on an adventure, man. We're not.
yeah.
Let her screw ourselves
You're not
up.
there to
get thrown
regret
into
your time.
derealization
No,
syndrome.
you're there to make memories, not try and
Not
forget
lose
it.
'em.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not lose yourself in the process.
I
and
know
not
I
even
sent
what
this
life
video to
is.
David. I don't know if Kenny saw it. You guys have to see this.
Oh yeah,
It's
that's
a guy
amazing.
with his overpacked truck.
Yeah.
I saw that on
Just wait.
All the
just-
stuff falls out and he just leaves it on the road and keeps going.
Does
he- you
think he noticed?
I don't
I
know.
even honked at him. Like I honked at
Oh,
him.
he
at
didn't
my
care.
shop, and he
Free disposal. Not his problem.
no, but I saw someone do that on Vi Road
Oh
just the other day. They do that all the time, especially people in Abbotsford. I don't know.
We come to you from Amsterdam.
Abbotsford to Chilliwack is a little bit different.
Yeah.
Okay, one thing I don't know if I mentioned this earlier.
Yeah.
You would assume the roads are in bad condition, right?
Kinda, yeah.
They were all nicely
Perfect.
paved. Perfect asphalt.
All of them are perfect.
Really?
Like they would have been paved
Like,
within the last
better than
5
anything
years.
around here.
Everything.
Well, you got to think though, Costa Rica is quite a bit smaller than BC,
Yeah, to be fair, we did cover like probably 3/3 of the country. in
right?
10
So they
days.
have a lot less square footage to cover, so they can probably maintain like out here. You know, there's a pothole from the winter, and it takes till the fall to fill it.
Yeah.
And then out there, it's probably fixed within an hour, right? Like,
Yeah.
Because there's just, unless there's less population, but, you know.
Yeah. Well, it looks like the kids are getting a little tired. Our wives are taking them home. Well,
Yeah.
Taking mine home and putting yours to bed there.
Yeah.
What time is it?
It's 9:05.
It's a little less than 9 here.
But yeah, we went to Limon, Limon, probably.
It's Spanish
Not-
for lemon.
Not a
Yeah.
tourist city,
Limon.
but it was an interesting experience for sure. We saw parrots there,
Yeah.
little ones,
Like budgies or whatever you call them.
not budgies. They were more like they're bigger than that.
Cockatoos.
No, not cockatoos. I'm not quite sure.
But the highlight of that is we went to a little national park, or I think it was just a park that was nearby, a little bit out of the town, and this is what we saw.
Oh my goodness,
Oh,
that's so
wow.
cool.
Oh, yeah.
There was thousands of them. The
Are those-
classic poison dart frog.
That is a
Yeah,
poison dart
that's
frog
cool.
then. Yeah,
Well-
that's like all those little toy frogs are like made out of, right? Like
Yeah.
that's what they're all
That's
made to look
crazy.
like.
Yeah.
Super bright and
Everywhere.
There were tons of them, and it's like I looked it up. It's like, oh, these are deadly.
Like, so
This
like,
variety is deadly.
what type of poison is on them? Like some.
It's their mucus.
No, but like,
man.
what does it do to you? Some
Kills you.
Yeah, but some
No.
makes you bleed through every hole in your body.
It stops
Some-
your heart from beating.
Oh,
Oh, that's
that one's just instant.
quick and fast.
Like,
But I think that's if you ingest it.
Yeah.
But
I'm
if
not
you
sure.
touch it, I think it
I
just
think
makes
it's
you
just,
super
like,
sick.
super
Did
sick.
you touch it?
Vomiting.
No.
I tried, but they
Like we
vomited.
got close because we
Of
looked
course you
down.
did.
Oh, there's one hopping at my leg. So those are cool.
Bro.
Uh,
That's
there's
nuts.
also hermit crabs just walking through the woods too.
And
That's
there's no
cool.
signs anywhere warning you about them. Like if they were in Canada, they'd be like,
Sign.
"Warning: Do not touch frogs everywhere."
Oh, if
not
it-
one
if-
thing.
No,
telling
If
you.
they-
yeah, like in Sardis Park, they have a sign about the European fire ants
Mm.
because there's European fire ants there, and people
Yeah.
don't just
Yeah.
think.
I got
don't
bit
go
by
there.
fire ants multiple times in Costa Rica.
Yeah, I weed whacked in that area, and none of my supervisors told me that there was European fire ants there, and I started getting bit, and they're like, "Oh, I thought they were asleep still."
How'd they feel?
They're not fun, but they're not too bad either.
No.
It's just like
Annoying.
it's very annoying, and if you don't get them off, and they just keep on spreading that.
It's kind of like someone.
How long does it last
Poking you with
after
a
you
pin.
take it off?
I'd say 15 minutes.
Oh, that's freaking annoying.
It's not horrible.
No, but it's like a
There's
little
like
pin.
Thousands of them, just like.
Well,
pinning the
yeah,
system.
I was wearing Crocs, and like a lot of them
4x4 mode.
Yeah.
We're all about the Crocs here on
Heck yeah.
West Coast Reels.
I should have worn mine. I had to have a different color, but yeah, they got in, and I had trouble getting them out, and they screwed up my feet for a good solid 15 minutes.
Especially in Crocs, right? They have all those,
Yeah.
all the orifices to come in and out.
Yeah, then they
Crazy
get stuck there.
flowers like
Oh, that's
that
cool.
all over the place.
And those are like hanging down too.
Oh yeah.
They're like a banana tree.
I should get.
Do you see any banana trees out
Oh,
there?
all
everywhere.
over the place.
And, like-
everywhere.
Like the Dole farm, we saw like the Dole plant.
Oh,
Well,
really?
And
there
like
was
you know, like
wild
that
ones
Chiquita,
everywhere, too.
like the banana, like the Chiquita brand or whatever.
Yeah.
We saw that plant there.
You see all
And
the
those
major
trucks
fruit
are
companies
everywhere.
operating.
Oh,
like
really?
the semi trucks are everywhere.
They're just
And the
constantly
farms.
exporting that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, I saw pineapple farms too.
Did
Those
you
are
pick
cool.
a banana off the tree?
No, we didn't.
There isn't
No.
a lot. Like the wild bananas are like, I think they're small and like red.
Yeah, and then the ones in
Red.
farms. Yeah, they were red. Some of them were red. Maybe
Yeah.
they weren't bananas.
I'm learning
or like
a lot.
early
on this podcast,
plantains
believe
or
it
something.
It's something in the breed of the banana tree, but like keep in mind that modern bananas, they've been bred to be the way they are.
Yeah, they used to be like plantains.
They've been
mostly,
very
and they
small
had seeds and stuff.
And a lot of seeds.
Yeah, and the mushroom
Yeah.
or not the mushroom, the marshmallow banana candies.
Oh yeah.
That's
They were-
apparently what the original bananas tasted like.
Mm.
Yeah, like sweet, and like delicious, like a plantain that you know. Those are really good.
I don't think. Actually, no. We had.
We had
plantain.
fried
Yeah,
plantain.
fried plantains are they're
Yeah, they
so
were
good.
good. I liked them.
I liked them too. I don't think John.
I
did,
also
but
I went out and I found at Costco they had some pickled eggs.
Ooh.
I still haven't tried those.
So I had to try those, and I have to say, if I'm sitting down, I'll have one, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then like the next day, I'll have one. I can't have like 7 or 8. Some people I know they'll sit down and
Yeah.
eat a whole jar of those things, but I don't know. It's too much vinegar for me. Maybe if it was in a different sauce.
Mm.
But anyway, back to the
Yeah, where were we at the trip at this point?
Land
Oh, yeah.
on in
poison dart frogs.
Poison
and,
dart frogs.
Like
Okay, so that
day
was that
4-ish.
in Limon. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then-
well, I think we're wrapping up the Limon
Yeah,
Manzanillo area here.
Yeah.
But this was just in the front yard, and there's one of the classic blue morphle butterflies.
Blue, beautiful.
And they've
Holy
come through
crap.
a lot, and I just
like
watch them.
something out of a storybook,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like a children's story.
And they're massive.
Yeah, they're huge.
right, that's the one
crazy.
that you got in the little disc, right?
Yeah, the one that he just
Yeah,
bought me.
Yeah,
it's
well, I
like the
had
size
to.
of your palm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
beautiful.
Because yeah, all around here we have the little the cotton moths or something.
Cabbage Patch.
Cabbage patch.
Well, we have
moths.
like tiger swallowtails, which are like the yellow and black
Yeah.
butterflies. Those are like the most exotic we have.
Yeah, we don't have
And like
really
the white
monarchs and
cabbage
stuff.
patch
and-
ones. Out there, it's just
There's so
I saw
many.
more in
Well,
the
it's
day
so
than I've ever
warm.
seen. in
It's
Canada.
so warm too, right? So they just, that's where everything goes to stay warm.
Well, and our Airbnb host planted a bunch of the flowers that attract him. I talked to
Oh,
her about
smart.
it. Really smart.
Well,
That's what she did?
That's what she did.
wow.
yeah.
that's really good for business too, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
get
No, she
them-
was a super good Airbnb host.
Yeah, did you guys rate everybody? That's my favorite thing to do is rate the Airbnb
Yeah.
people.
That wasn't my job. That was Johnny and Davin's.
Rate them good.
Yeah, and then they rate you good, and then it's just a good
And then you can book
symbiotic
anywhere.
relationship. Yeah.
Anyway, so we end up driving back through that jungle corridor again, going back to San Jose. We originally planned to stay in San Jose like less because we had a friend who was going to come on the trip, but he ended up not coming, and we arranged to be in San Jose earlier than we wanted to.
Because
So-
he had to leave before us.
We kind of
Oh,
wasted
yeah.
a bit of a day there. Like we didn't do much that day.
No, we just walked downtown a little bit.
But you
We
kind
got
of
some
need
new
that though,
food.
don't you? Like, wasn't that
It was nice to have a day just to do
The
not
rest
much.
was kind of
Yeah,
nice.
because I find if you're always packing everything in, then you don't even really vacation. You're always busy thinking.
yeah.
And
No,
like-
definitely, like, it wasn't a relaxing vacation.
No.
But it was a very good, like, it was cool to see all the stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, especially for you, right? Like we were talking about before the podcast. You haven't gone to any
Yeah.
place, like neither have I. So to open your eyes to that kind of atmosphere and stuff, like you've been to Mexico and stuff, but not to Costa Rica. I haven't even been to Mexico. I've been to California. I went to Mexico for maybe, what was it, like 2 hours?
No, okay.
We drove across the border, got
Oh.
tacos, then we came back.
And drove back to
Yeah.
Tijuana or whatever.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
awesome. Like great tacos, I gotta say. Never had a better one.
Yeah.
But I wish I could have seen more of that.
Mhm. Well, like one of the reasons I wanted to at least go to Costa Rica was it's the exact opposite of our biome, essentially, right?
Mhm.
It's cold. Like we have less biodiversity for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, way
Um,
less.
We definitely have nice areas. I'm not like BC's beautiful. This is where I live, but I wanted to see like the colorful tropics, warm, all of that. Right?
Well, the beaches, the
beaches,
lizards, the birds,
Yeah.
the butterfly, everything.
so
right?
to get a complete change of pace, I think it was like probably the best choice.
And probably
And
good
don't
for
regret
your
it at all.
guys' like mental too, right?
Yeah.
To just like get out there and
see another part
be
of the
different.
world.
And you guys went as friends too, which is
Oh,
Yeah.
we were
also
laughing
better.
a lot. We
Pretty
yeah,
awesome.
and you guys can have those better moments with just the guys, right? Because it's a boys' trip, and
Yeah.
there's not really any rules. And when you're with your family, I found that you kind of gotta all be on the same page. Whereas with you guys,
yeah,
you
what
could
you
go,
want.
oh hey Johnny, I'm going out to the coffee bistro or whatever. You want to come? And Davin's gonna stay here and have a shower, whatever.
Yep.
Like there's not as much pressure to be out and out
No.
and up. So
yeah.
What's the gas prices down there?
It was pretty, honestly,
Pretty
similar. It was,
Same thing with food prices, believe it or
Yeah.
not.
It was like 188. That's what it translated.
Oh yeah.
And then, yeah, everything there is like the same price, if not maybe a little more.
you got to go down to Washington.
Oh dude.
It's a lot cheaper down there.
I just filled up last week. Just over the border.
Yeah.
$1.44 Canadian.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
They're getting worse though. It didn't used to be that high.
Yeah, I didn't use to be that high, but it still
Oh, I know.
saves me $60 a
People in
tank.
California are,
Yeah.
are
It saves me
crying.
60 a tank.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
so
crazy.
We're back on that road again, exiting.
The
Going,
moon.
yeah, coming back to that thick jungle, and this tropical storm just sets in on us real quick. This mist just rolls in, it gets dark, and it just starts downpouring.
Yeah. Like you could see the mist in the trees, just like.
I wonder if I got a
It
better
was
shot
so
than that.
interesting.
It's just coming down like crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it just started downpouring.
It was
That's cool.
beautiful, and we pulled over at one point. Ross needed. Oh, we should tell that other story.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That was.
Me and Johnny ended up exploring this waterfall, just on the side of the road in the jungle.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's insane. But anyways,
Hey,
on the
Ross,
way in, or
Can you
when
pass me another root beer?
was it on that same drive, but earlier on, or know.
Oh
when that
yeah,
was.
like where, what I
Because we were stuck for like 4 hours on that road. The traffic got
Yeah.
so bad.
like what? So the route, like from where we were to where we were going, Google Maps said 4 hours.
It took us 7.
It ended up taking 7
Whoa.
because the traffic was so bad on that road. Because there's only one road going through that jungle, and it's 2 lanes. One like
Yeah.
2 lanes like this, like coming onto each other. And then, so it was taking so long. I had to pee so bad. I was driving, and I was just like, okay, enough with this. So then Johnny was in the passenger seat. He grabbed the steering wheel, and I started peeing in a bottle while I was driving.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do
You gotta do
sometimes.
it, you
You'll
gotta
never forget that memory.
No, I
I'll
won't.
we
tell
were
you
cracking jokes. Johnny, hold the bottle for him.
All of a sudden, there's a pothole, guys. Oh shit. At
Well,
least
the
you got
worst
a
part is
bottle.
every time you started, the traffic started speeding up.
Yeah. Yeah,
It
that was,
started like winding roads.
Oh,
It's
no.
slippery. It's just like.
that was
See,
interesting.
better to work with small tools.
Good one.
Oh man.
Yeah, so we relaxed in San Jose. Didn't really do anything that day, and it's like we went down. So we ended up staying in like our Airbnb ended up being a resort,
Yeah.
which is fine for the non-adventurous days, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It
you
was a
want to
nice
feel like
view.
a king,
Yeah.
right? Like
Well,
that-
we had
It was a
nice
nice.
resort.
It was a nice.
It was a
hotel.
very nice resort, but we go down to get to the restaurants there. They had like 9 restaurants.
Then there's like a steakhouse, and then Chinese food.
None
American
of it's
food.
Costa Rican food.
Yeah, none of it's like authentic.
None of
Like
it's.
tacos.
It was
and-
just like
it was all like
very.
What was the most authentic food that you guys found?
at that place.
What? Yeah.
Or you mean like on the trip in general?
Well, both. Like at that
there was
place
nothing
and-
authentic in that place. On the trip, we definitely stopped at a couple of different places.
Yeah.
We
Like
stopped
some
at
street vendors and
yeah,
like,
street
street
vendors,
kebabs.
little like restaurants.
And what
That
was
sounds
your
good.
Yeah,
favorite
really good.
one of those? Like individually, what was your favorite one that
Definitely
you
the
stopped at?
one in that town we wandered around in that night.
In Manzanilla.
Yeah, near Manzanilla.
Like
the
Joe's?
town. Yeah,
Yes.
Joe's.
Okay. Yeah, that was my favorite. as
That was
well.
my favorite.
Okay.
It was just like, it was called meat in Caribbean sauce. I don't know what meat it was. It tasted like ribs.
Yeah.
It was good.
Oh, I got the quesadillas.
Tasted
Those were
like
fire.
ribs. Ribs and what's that? MSG.
Oh, it might be the little pocket things. We
Oh,
got.
those
that was
little
my
pocket
favorite.
things too were
So
good.
we see this little stand. It's in this tiny store, and it's like they look like big old pizza pockets,
They're
right?
empanadas.
Yeah, okay. And one of them's filled with like chicken, but
Yeah.
it's I forget. I couldn't tell you what what it's seasoned with, but it's really good.
Yeah.
And the second one is filled with like this fruit, but it's kind of like a strawberry taste, kind of not. It's
Yeah,
very
how was that
natural.
one? Was it like desserty?
Very the dessert one.
Okay.
Did you have that one too? Right?
No, I didn't have that one.
Oh yeah, like I just bought one of each, like the savory and dessert. They're
Yeah.
both phenomenal. That was awesome.
Yeah, those were great.
And I definitely like getting the touristy drinks, like pineapple smoothies. Those really hit in Costa
Yeah.
Rica.
Well, because it's probably fresh pineapple.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, we
yeah,
definitely
right?
bought it. We bought a couple fresh pineapples.
Yeah.
We put them in the freezer. We come back at like half hour later, and we just ate them while relaxing in the hammock or something.
Yeah.
And were
You
those
can
better
buy-
than the
you can
ones
buy
here?
experiences like that.
Yeah. the
I'm
one-
really curious about this, guys. I've always when I was in California, I picked a pomegranate off of a tree. That was the best pomegranate I've ever had.
Yeah.
I picked an orange off of a tree, and I won't eat oranges here now because they taste so gross compared to the
Compared
ones
to what you can get, yeah.
fresh.
Yeah.
Because out there they pick them when they're still green,
Yeah.
and then in transport they turn orange or and then they ripen. So you get way more of the actual desired flavor.
You're still getting that video, right? All right. That's all I ask.
Yeah, like the pineapples here, I have like a couple chunks and it starts making my tongue super raw.
Yeah.
Yep.
Those ones don't do that.
It's
I can have a whole
sweeter.
pineapple. It's sweeter, less. I guess
Stop
it's less
thinking about
acidic.
pineapples
Yeah.
now, dude.
Oh, yeah,
I
super
gotta
good.
buy one.
Dude, pineapples are delicious.
They're so good.
That's the one thing that's cheaper in Costa Rica is pineapples and bananas.
Yep.
Yeah, stuff that grows locally and like easily, it's cheaper.
Super cheap.
Yeah.
Whereas here, stuff that's grown locally is more expensive,
Yeah.
right?
Bureaucracy. Anyways,
We're not political
where
here.
are we at?
So how are we going here?
Now that was the lazy day, right?
Yeah. What point of the trip is this?
This is nearing the end.
Near the end.
Fourth,
yeah.
fifth day, right? Like
No,
This
this
is
no,
no,
it
this
was
is like
eighth
eight.
or
Day
okay.
something like
Because
that.
you went 10
yeah.
days, 9 nights?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Something like that.
Something like that.
Well, including the layover.
Yeah, including the layover.
Yeah, and then we went to the zoo. That was, like I said, we saw a leopard and ocelot there, which is sweet.
That's pretty cool.
Like a leopard. It
But we're not
cool.
going to see that in the wild,
No.
so we were happy to see
It was
it
just
there.
normal.
Yeah,
normal.
that's cool.
But it was like, it was a lot smaller than I would have thought, but huge paws.
Yeah.
It was probably maybe yay high,
Whoa. Ferocious little guys.
And, like,
then. Pretty.
maybe like that long,
Oh yeah.
with like a long tail, but huge mitts.
See, he kept sneaking up on us. Every time we looked at the monkeys, he came up behind us.
Oh man.
And then he'd go back in his pen when we come over to look at him. It was annoying.
That's funny. Like, I remember.
Gotta have two guys looking at the monkeys and one guy looking at him secretly.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna float.
Oh, do you? Yeah, we'll see if we can throw that in or something. Even though it's not as special, it's not in the wild. But
No, but it was still cool.
Yeah.
Well, I always think zoos in different places are. I wish I would have went to the San Diego Zoo.
Is that a good one?
Apparently, it's really good.
Oh yeah.
But I've only ever been to the Calgary Zoo
Yeah, this is-
and the Great Vancouver Zoo. which
There was a
is-
jaguar.
Yeah,
Jaguar.
Jaguar. Well, we
Oh,
saw the
jaguar.
Yeah,
Yeah,
What
so
did we
a
say?
leopard has different spots than a jaguar.
yeah whoopsies, my bad.
Yeah.
Jaguar.
I
No,
think
leopard.
I think a leopard has
That's
the
still like,
spots
super cool.
or the rosettes with the spot in the middle, right?
Yeah.
So we're on our last full day now.
Yeah.
And it's like we're trying to figure out what to do because it takes so long to get out of San Jose with the traffic.
Mm.
Yeah.
So we end up we need coffee, right? We can't leave here. A lot of us wanted to bring back coffee for certain people. I wanted some personally as well.
Well, yeah. You want Costa Rican.
So
coffee.
Johnny does this research and he finds this like special grown in Costa Rica, roasted in Costa Rica coffee place. We're led to the ghetto from Google Maps. Funny enough, Apple Maps doesn't work there. You can't
Really?
get directions.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why Android's
We were
superior.
really scared for a second, and so we looked up Google. Like, okay, Google Maps works. But
Yeah, that would have been a hard trip without that.
and it's
Had
like
to do with
I don't
Yeah.
understand people used to do it with maps.
It would
Physical maps.
It would have been
Not easy.
I mean, you could get used to it, I
Not
guess.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if for your first time, you'd pay a lot more
Yeah.
tolls.
Yeah.
Pay double the tolls.
And it gave us really vague directions. It's like second floor on the 2-story green building with black bars, and we're like, there's so many of those. First of all, there's no signs. We were at the address. I only found one of those buildings. And nothing about a coffee shop or anything.
Oh.
Yeah.
So at this point, it's like this national park I looked up closes at 4. It's 2 hours to get out of San Jose. Took us a little longer.
Yeah.
And we end up getting there, finally, after a long time. We have like an hour left. And they're like, oh, you have to sign up online, and then the website wasn't working. And it's like, oh, that's a shame. This looks like a good one. We did see more toucans in the parking lot there, though.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So
in the parking lot
we
was
go
there.
back to this place we saw on the way in, and this place was called the Crocodile Bridge.
Yeah.
There was also like a little plaza area, so souvenir shops. An
Coffee
ice
shop.
cream stand called Pops, which is apparently really good in Costa Rica.
Oh, wow.
And it was good.
It was good. We went there.
Yeah.
It's a chain, but yeah, check that place out. It's good.
Nice.
Yeah, and then there was a cafe there too, with like that's where we got all of our coffee. It was
Yeah.
good stuff. So we got our coffee fill in one area. We got a couple extra souvenirs to bring home to family members.
Pause.
You going to bed now?
Yeah, I guess I should wait for him there.
I need to warm up real quick.
Are you cold?
A little bit.
Yeah, we're not used to the cold. How we going back after that? I actually did make a list of things I wanted to, or a fun fact list of Costa Rica. I'll read a couple out. Claro is the biggest internet and cell provider, and they have their name splatted on everything. Every little tiny convenience store.
Really?
Tips: leave your passport in the Airbnb. The better chance you're gonna get robbed out there.
Okay.
Just leave them on the Airbnb. Leave them in a good spot. All the bridges are single lane, almost every single one,
Really?
except for the big ones in the city, right?
Yeah, but like
It seems as though they're replacing them. They're getting around to it. The city does, or like the country does, in my opinion, seem to be in a state of upgrading.
Yeah, well, it's probably pretty touristy.
It is very
In a
touristy,
sense.
but I think they're doing better. I talked to some locals, and I've heard about some of the things that happen there, and it is quite tragic. Just with there's a fair amount of predators, which is a big issue. Very unfortunately,
Trafficking and whatnot too.
to an extent, and there is still like we talked about the robbery, right? Not the robbery, but when we were looking at the waterfalls. Did we talk about the waterfalls and the ratings on one of them?
No.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
no, not yet.
Okay,
Is anyone else cool? Want to jack?
No.
I'm good.
I just brought
We
that
should wrap
one
it up
out.
here.
Well, we're
Yeah,
near the end.
yeah.
There's a couple more things I'll discuss. We'll discuss and then we'll wrap it up.
This is a good podcast.
I'd say so.
How long is it so far?
When we were going through waterfalls in the second location,
Okay,
right?
hold on. Pause again.
Yeah.
Ross, sit down. Okay, restart.
We were talking the whole time. I was keeping conversation. You don't need to cut it. Unless you want to.
Well, I mean, now you guys all just have to do more editing.
No, I don't want to
Because
do more
of me.
editing. We'll leave it in. We'll
Yeah,
it in.
well,
That's
raw
fine.
dog.
Me and him were talking.
Whatever.
But I was saying, we should talk about I forgot we skipped both of the dangerous situations.
Yeah.
So we went to that one little waterfall with the red poison dart frogs,
Yeah.
right? We saw another one. Same situation. Somebody's property.
Yeah.
All
Viola
the-
Falls.
Viola Falls. Don't go there. Do not go to Viola Falls. And you look at the ratings. Do not go. They robbed me at gunpoint.
Yeah.
And
it was
then
like this
all
mom
the reviews.
with their 2-year-old daughter got robbed at gunpoint
What?
from the
What?
sky. Yeah.
So
And
you
like-
read the reviews and you're like, actually, never mind.
Yeah.
And it's like the police can't do anything because the thief knows the escape route, and he's obviously in cahoots with the owner. And every time they go after him, he makes it away. And the police are quite spread thin there, for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, are they probably bought out too?
I wouldn't. When I did research on that, from what I understand, places in the States are more corrupt than them.
Okay.
The police we saw, there were some at the zoo. They were very nice. They seemed
Yeah.
like I think it's a lot of.
You
Oh,
guys
there's
are
always
also
there's
tourists.
corruption everywhere.
You guys are also tourists. So
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
make you feel special. Make you
Yeah.
spend more.
There's corruption everywhere, but I think there's probably a lot of good-hearted people that want to see their country in better shape.
Yeah.
So that's
Okay.
the vibe I got off of those guys.
Yeah.
They don't have the best funding though. Like the one cop we saw on the road,
Oh yeah.
they
Just like
violating the laws of traffic first of all.
yeah, they were passing me on like I was going 20 over the speed limit, or at least what
And
I
then they
thought was the
passed
speed
him
limit.
like
They passed me on a double solid line.
after somebody
Well,
like
they're a
kind of
cop,
cut them
right?
off and passed them. He didn't pull them over, nothing.
Yeah.
They don't care.
And like
Still,
they have a broken
drive
back windshield,
responsibly.
like a back glass was all shattered.
Oh, so they couldn't pick anyone up anyway. They get out.
Just crawl up the back.
See? That's why they're not pulling anyone over. Less paperwork this way.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
cruise.
Yeah, so what are you at now? Let's
I got a
wait.
couple more on this list I made of. And then, yeah, back in San Jose when we went walking in the city. We're sitting there in a public park, and then we hear, hey, hola, Poppy, and we look over. There's like 3 obviously gang members,
Yeah.
teardrop tattoos.
Like multiple teardrop tattoos.
We didn't talk about this yet, no?
No.
No, okay.
Yeah.
And then some guy comes by, like they're trying to get our attention and whatnot, but they keep walking. A lot of other people around,
Yeah.
luckily, right? If it was a lone alleyway, it might have been a different story. Some guy comes walking behind. He's like, "Did you see those men? Get out of here.
Yeah.
They will take everything you own. You need to go."
Yeah.
That's essentially what happened.
And then you
Wow.
left?
We went to a different direction.
Yeah, that like from that park, that's when we walked to the zoo.
Yeah. So so we're at the plaza.
That's pretty scary though. Like
Yeah, no, looking back, that could have been a lot worse.
yeah, like you could have
Yeah.
been naked in Costa Rica.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have been fun.
No.
Not at all. But yeah, we go to this bridge called the Crocodile Bridge. We peek over. It's like, oh, crocodiles! There's a lot of them just chilling in the water.
Crocodile
like
Bridge.
8 of them.
8 of them.
Well, I mean, yeah, because like around here they name stuff like that, right? Like that you'd think would be around.
You
But
don't
there's
see-
nothing like that. Like
Yeah.
Eagle Mountain.
Yeah.
Where are there eagles there?
Yeah.
They're all at the top.
Look at them.
Oh
all.
wow!
They're just chilling, dude. They're just still. Look at that tiny one. He's
Did you
chilling.
guys like
That's
have a
crazy.
piece of meat you guys
No,
could
I
have thrown
wish.
in there?
I wish.
That would
Nah.
have been pretty cool to start a little scuffle down there.
Oh, I wanted to so
Yeah,
bad.
like well, because you
Get like a
throw-
roasted chicken.
Well, we
Yeah,
saw wild
barbecue
chickens,
flavor.
and we're like, wouldn't it be funny to drop a live chicken in there? Would it be? But
Oh, that would have been
You
hilarious.
see, you turn around and walking across the bridge, click, 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 click. This little chicken just walking forward. You're like, all right.
Corner this guy.
This was on the Pacific side, so we're like, all right, let's go to the beach here. We might as well see the Pacific. We've been to the Caribbean, right?
Yeah, the two sides.
And that's where we had dinner too on the beach, and that was the dinner I think finished our immune systems.
Yeah, me and Davin that next night.
No, it was the worst cramps I've ever had, and
They were bad.
thus-
Oh, like gut rot and
Oh,
stuff.
it was
and,
horrifying.
Yeah, that was our last night, and I
what
had
did you guys
half
eat?
an hour's sleep.
It did. We both ate different things. Like, I ate a burger, which was.
Oh, but it was
mid.
just the accumulation of different foods now.
It might have
probably.
been. I don't know, but we both got it that same night after eating there. But that's when we saw on that beach. We finally got to see painted macaws.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
which
like
were
in the wild.
The red, blue, yellow wings and all that classic.
Like a
macaw.
classic pair.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It was quite cool to find. Like that was the end of the trip. We see crocodiles and macaws finally at the end of the trip. That's our last
awesome.
hurrah.
Yep.
We go home after that. Play a bit of sad music.
Yeah.
And then we packed up.
Try to
and
go
we
to
left.
sleep, but
And had to go back to the Mexico airport for a couple-hour layover.
we had a 5-hour layover on the way back.
Then we
Oh,
almost
man.
missed our flight because it had an additional hour and a half layover. I wanted to
Like,
cry
yeah.
at that point. And then they start like loading the plane. You're like, oh,
Yeah,
what
it
happened
was
to
the-
what happened to the delay?
It
We
said
were-
it was delayed an hour and a half. So then we were like, okay, fine, whatever.
We went in a different gate too because that gate was full. So we were just waiting.
Yeah, there was nowhere to
under-
sit.
He just happened to walk by and see people lining up.
I was on my way to get some Subway because I was super hungry, and then I see people standing boarding, and I'm like, what the heck? So
You're
then
like, oh shit.
So I quickly
Keep
get
it light.
Davin, we go there,
Yeah.
and then we board. But yeah, it said it was delayed, but we got to Vancouver 10 minutes earlier than original. When does that
That's
ever
a
happen?
pretty good delay,
Yeah, no kidding.
right? And then you got the wind pushing you?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
That's like the times the guy's like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna try to make up a little time in the air. What are you doing, speeding?
But then, he made up time too. Like, he got there earlier.
Yeah.
Like,
Which was,
yeah, I
it was
know
nice.
it's tailwind and stuff.
yeah.
But I have to say the Canadian airport was like the
Oh,
smoothest
well,
airport we ever
YVR is the nicest airport.
It was
I've
just
ever
so
been in.
seamless.
It's beautiful too.
and because like
Like, it actually looks really nice.
you guys are from here, you're
And yeah, you can actually read everything.
yeah.
That part's nice.
And there's signs for everything.
Yeah.
Like where you are.
Yeah, the Mexico City, terrible.
Costa Rica was pretty
San
easy.
Jose or the SJO airport, that was good too.
Mexico City was just confusing.
Yeah.
And besides, I think that almost wraps it up. But like I'll say, bring bug spray, sunscreen, and afterburn.
Yeah.
You'd want all three of those things 100%.
Afterbite.
After we didn't need afterbite.
What's Afterburn?
Yeah.
That's for after if
It's
you
like
need
aloe
it,
vera.
Oh, okay.
It's just
Oh, yeah.
for after
What the heck
after
is that?
sun.
Do they have aloe vera growing there though?
Yeah.
Because you have just
Just
picked
rip
that,
it
rub
from
that.
Yeah, I guess.
There was like our like that
Just
pink
take it from the Airbnb
There was
garden.
something there.
Oh yeah.
Well, that sounds like an amazing trip though.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah,
Couple-
you got me thinking about going.
I'll paint the
That's
rest of
for
the
sure.
atmosphere there. A lot of street dogs, and they're all breeding with each other, so they've just become the most funny-looking mutts.
They're
I've
so
ever
incest like they
It's
look
so bad.
the weirdest
It's a
things
very
I've ever
sad
seen.
situation,
Yeah.
but they're friendly. I mean, they're socialized. People are feeding them at least. But just seeing some of their amalgamations of dog breeds that have bred is just
Oh,
kind
man.
of funny.
Pit bull, Chihuahua, Bulldog,
like wiener dog.
Great Dane.
It's like wiener dogs mixed with like German shepherds.
Yeah, they're just-
So it's like a German shepherd head, but like small as a wiener dog. And it's
A wiener dog body.
with like shaggy hair.
You're like, what is
Like-
that?
Mane.
Oh yeah, we saw Scooby too. Same
Yeah.
collar, but he's just homeless. Like, dude, Scooby fell off. Got a bad back.
Went to Costa Rica and just said, screw it.
When the guy said it takes only one, he
Yeah.
listened.
Yeah.
That's what happened to
He
Scooby.
stayed. He's still on that trip.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Well,
We
that
binged
sounds-
a documentary series.
Yeah, I watched Hunting Hitler.
Very interesting.
Oh yeah.
It's a good show.
You watch again? Would you recommend to our
I would
listeners
recommend.
and
It's
subscribers?
yeah.
It's a bunch of like ex-CIA operative people like who helped track Bin Laden, and they're
Yeah,
trying
Bin
to,
Laden. And
they're working on the theory that Hitler escaped the bunker and he didn't commit suicide. And they have enough evidence to keep the show going, and they're tracing his steps, so they're going to places a lot of places in South America, Central America,
Yeah, Argentina.
and they're
Colombia.
finding bunkers and like
Yeah, huge lot of evidence.
yeah, like a lot of evidence and just like remnants of these people. It's very interesting.
Yeah, very convincing.
Yeah, but I think I'll just look over.
So on a rating of 1 to 10, how likely would you be to recommend Costa Rica to
If you
any
want
one of our 34 subscribers on YouTube? Thank you to the other,
Thank you.
the two that came in the last 2 days. We appreciate your support.
We do.
And we wouldn't do it if it wasn't for you.
Yeah, so I'd say if you want a tropical adventure, Costa Rica's the place to go.
Yeah.
Right? If you're trying to chill at a beach that's tropical for 10 days, I haven't been to any other, so I'd say probably a place like Fiji's better. But if
Yeah.
you want a real adventure, Costa Rica.
Yeah.
And you guys
For
were
sure.
looking at Fiji too, weren't you?
Now we're planning that. We were thinking between Fiji and Costa Rica, but we're looking for more adventure on this side of things. So
If you guys were to plan another trip, would you think of going to Costa Rica again? Or
I would go again, but I'd go.
I
I want
would-
to travel a lot of the world, so I'd go somewhere different.
we're
first.
thinking
Yeah,
somewhere
but
in
I'd go
Asia
back.
next.
like if it
Korea,
came up, you
Japan.
could go and
Yeah.
it all worked out.
Yeah.
Then, yeah.
Well, and we're more orientated. We would do things a little bit differently. We'd probably stay up, do a couple nights on the Pacific coast.
Mm.
Because that's where we saw rainbow macaws multiple times there. We
Yeah.
didn't see them any time.
Well, and
on the
also
time of the
not
trip.
go to
The
Mexico
crocodiles.
City.
Not
Yeah.
go to Mexico City. Try to find a way around that.
Yeah, and
It may
I
just-
would
Just
need
fly
to
to
San Jose.
Montreal first. Get a separate flight to Montreal.
Yeah.
then fly
And
from
if there's a
Montreal
different place to
Costa Rica.
land, maybe don't land in San Jose just because of the city itself.
Mm.
But that airport was nice, but yeah, the traffic in the
Traffic's terrible, and it's like if you want the stuff you want in Costa Rica, the coffee, the chocolate, you're not gonna find good places to buy it in the city. Like it's just gonna be a wild goose chase. That's
Yeah.
what we were led on. You go out to the tourist areas, they have like the best stuff.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
that's one of those situations where I do actually support tourist
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
For situations like that, at least.
Yeah.
But get out and adventure for sure. Hit the hikes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, good trip.
very
Yeah.
good trip.
Well-
Glad to be back though.
Yeah.
I'm
It is
glad.
good to
I'm
be back.
glad you guys left the Fraser Valley, and I'm glad you guys came back. So,
Yeah.
He's
you know,
All that matters.
I'm glad that you guys
For
had
life.
fun. I'm glad you guys are safe, and yeah, I'm glad you guys wanted to share it on here.
Yeah,
And,
thanks for bringing
yeah.
us in. Now, me
Yeah.
and David kind of avoided talking about it at work today.
Yeah.
We got back last night, so I
Yeah.
can't tell you too much. I want to
Yeah, so we can
have all the
Yeah, that was actually
questions and whatnot in
that was
person.
hard when
on
you
the-
guys both came over, and I'm like, I
Yeah.
want to ask you about everything,
Yeah.
but like, yeah, they wanted to
keep
save
it fresh
all,
for the podcast.
also
So
for
we
the
heard this the
podcast.
first time too. So
Yeah, no, it was very enlightening to hear about it, and very
It was.
fun to hear about it too. Like,
Yeah, thanks for listening, guys.
Well,
we
thanks-
kind of
thanks-
yapped for a solid
Hey,
probably
thanks.
hour and a half.
thanks for going in depth too, because
Thanks for
people
coming on here.
and yeah, it's fresh, so you guys still remember even the bestest times, and even the times that you think you might forget, right? Like you
Yeah.
might forget those in a week, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, I just got back last night, like 12.
I was up till like 2.
Yeah, I
So,
know, and then I had to
got
wake
like
up for work.
4
for
hours
5.
of work.
Had a
We had
12-hour
sleep.
day.
I only had 8-hour days, so I got away lucky with that. But
well, we're gonna wrap it up here.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
So that's
thanks
it
for
from
coming on.
West Coast Reels,
Our 10th episode.
our 10th
and
episode,
Second video podcast.
and yeah, we'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for
awesome.
tuning in.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Take care.
Thanks for having us, guys.